stop using sea salt spray the wrong way. As a hairstylist of over 30 years, when sea salt sprays first came out, and I can remember one in particular many, many years ago coming out, when I sprayed it onto the hair, it literally made the hair feel like sandpaper. It was so heavy, it was so strong, and this product still, I don't know how, sells today, because when I used it, I was like, this makes the hair feel awful. And I was like, okay, so for many, many years, I thought this is the option, and I stopped using the sea salt spray because of how awful it made the hair feel, so dry and just, like I said, it was like pouring sand on top of someone's head. It was just a nightmare. I couldn't even work with it. So I discovered that, over time, with all sorts of products coming out, that you need to be able to apply the products the right way in order to get the correct result. However, there is a catch. This is my sea salt spray Tidal Wave. This is my #1 best-selling product. When I had this made, said to myself, I want to have a product that performs as if I was doing hair as a professional, meaning that I wasn't really planning on selling it to customers, initially, because I wanted this as a volumizing tool, a pure volumizing pre-styling spray that was designed to give the hair tons of volume. I wasn't even concerned so much about texture. It was all just strictly to get volume in the hair when blow drying. And yes, utilizing a round brush like this, so I'd spray Tidal Wave in, and I'd test by just seeing how much volume I can get utilizing a round brush, and I was like, wow, okay, this is pretty cool. So I then decided that I wanted to kind of tweak the formula to be able to, again, going back to my first time ever using a sea salt spray, make it not so sea salty, because at one point I was like, okay, this is a little too much, right? Just like that first spray. Not as bad, but so I made some adjustments to the formula in order to make sure that it gives you that proper volume without it feeling like it's super, super heavy, sticky and gritty, right? Way over the top. So I got Tidal Wave to the perfect point, the perfect fragrance, the perfect texture through a lot of testing and research and some feedback. So when it comes to utilizing sea salt sprays in particular, and why you're probably using it the wrong way, and this is the gimmick, and this is why I think a lot of you, are going through sea salt sprays so quickly, is that a lot of sea salt sprays, you need 10, 12, 15 sprays. And you'll see in marketing videos, they're using the product where it's like, they're going all over the hair. Like, okay, I counted 14 sprays of that product in the hair. Now, the way that I designed Tidal Wave, and this is how it really goes back to utilizing the products the right way and getting familiar with them, is that you only need 3, maybe 4 spritzes of Tidal Wave. Because of the way that, again, I originally designed this, was that I wanted to have that volume, that texture in a few sprays to get the job done as a professional. So meaning as I was blow drying hair, I would only want 1 spray per section. So I would go, okay, 1 spray and that's it. And I would work the blow dryer in and I'm like, okay, that's all I need, because I wanted the hair to feel a certain way. And I know how hair feels after working on thousands of clients over the years. So when I say you only need a few sprays of this, yes, that's it. For example, I'll go 1 here, so let it settle right there. 2, 3, okay, and 4, 1 for good luck. 4 sprays, it now settles onto the hair, and I'm going to scrunch it into place like this. I'm going to scrunch it, I'm going to use my hands, I'm going to get that product in, and I can already feel that texture, and then it's now done. That's it. I can still feel a little of that sea salt because of the way the product, once again, was designed and developed, that you don't need a lot of it. If you are overspraying this, this is where the problem comes in, because you're not supposed to overspray this like other products on the market, because you don't need that much. And you're also saving money with this. That's why it's a premium priced product, and you're getting your money's worth because it'll last you probably double the amount of other sea salt sprays that are on the market. And many of them are who knows where they're made. They're definitely not made by a hair professional. And there's just a lot of other sketchy things that go on where, you know, with this, you're getting it from me, a 30+ year hairstylist, someone who's been on YouTube for 16 years. I've had this product for a very, very long time. And you can see everything that I've done. I have over 3,000 videos here on YouTube. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. So you know you're getting that authenticity, that trust factor. And I'm showing you how this works, okay? And you're getting that product support from me as well if you have any questions. So when it comes to utilizing it the right way, yes, okay, if you're buying brand X or whatever brand you're buying, you need to use it the right way, okay? You need to make sure you're using it the right, and it may require you to do 13, 14, 15 sprays on your head to even have it do anything, which just goes to show you that it's not really that effective. It's just getting you to, you know, wasting your money. But again, that is based off of each individual product and brand. My specific one, again, you spray on 3, 4 sprays, maybe 5, if that, but I would never go more than that simply because you don't need it. Style it, work it in. Now, another cool thing about this is that you can utilize Tidal Wave in a way that allows you to have a lot more freedom and flexibility while you're styling dry hair. Let's just say, for example, this is your hair, it's gone flat, and maybe your hair is dirty or oily or a bit greasy, you haven't washed it in 2 days, or just there's some buildup or sweat in it. This actually acts like a dry shampoo. Once again, because of the way this is formulated, that you don't need a lot. Well, what happens is your hair is flat like this, maybe it's a little dirty. All you need is, and I like to do this especially if you want to wear that fluffy type of hairstyle like this, I'll bring the hair back, I'll do 1 spray, right there, 1 spray, and then I'll go 2, 3, and that's it, 3 sprays, okay? So then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this product in like this, through the hair, through the scalp. I'm making sure I'm getting good coverage on this, and I'm getting it through the entire hair, and I'm trying to feel and work it in with my hands. And what it's doing, it's absorbing oils. It's acting like a dry shampoo, so that where I have that product now fully saturated in the hair, well, check this out. I can then style it exactly how I want. I can get that fluffy hair texture, and boom, look at all that volume right there. There it is. See? If you want fluffy hair, within seconds, just like that. A lot of these other sprays, again, you need 15, 16, 17 sprays. It's not going to do this. This is designed, because of the way this was formulated, to be very, very effective in a short amount of time. Again, acting as if you were a professional hairstylist working on hair. You need instant results. You need fast results. That is the biggest difference between using it the right way and using it the wrong way, and understanding, you know, each product is designed a very specific way. So if you say you take this and the prior brand you were using, you needed a ton of sprays, and you then take Tidal Wave and you do 13, 14, 15 sprays, your hair may not feel exactly how you want it to feel. And that's simply because you're just overusing it, and you're not really familiar with how it's supposed to be used, so it doesn't feel that way, okay? So it's all a matter of trial and error and making sure that you're thorough with reading the instructions and doing the research on the product, because that could really help you. And now, in all these videos that I do, I'm trying to bring you valuable education so that you understand when you're making a purchase from any one of my products, that you realize what goes into it. The technology, the experience, the hands-on experience of working on thousands of clients. I know what hair should be doing, and I know what products should be doing. If you ever noticed, when it comes to, when I talk about my brand, I never once ever say this, and 99.3% of people who launch hair products, and a vast majority of them have never cut hair or spent a day as a professional, when they launch products, they all say the same thing. Oh, I want to change the men's grooming market, or I was tired of using, you know, products with bad chemicals and stuff like that. I've never once, out of 30 years of doing this, ever used that as a selling point to you, because that's just a big, I don't want to say it's a scam, but it's a gimmick. I've never seen anyone die from a hair product, get very, very ill from a hair product as far as like styling products, Hair coloring and chemicals, that's a whole different story. Like straighteners and that, you can get actually sick from that sometimes. But when it comes to sea salt sprays or hair pastes or hair gels, I've never seen anyone have their life on the line or health at risk from using products. That's why I've never tried to scam you or manipulate you to believe that, oh, stop using products that are garbage because you're gonna die from it. I've never said that ever. And I've never used that as a way or a selling point. I'm more about, look, I've tested these as a real world hairstylist and I know what they should do. I know what ingredients go into them. Yes, I want good quality, but I also want good performance and I want good value, and also the education that I bring to you all based off of thousands of videos here on YouTube educating you on how to cut your hair. You may be watching my videos and saying, oh, Salon Guy, I've watched your videos and I don't have to spend any more money on going to a salon or a barbershop. I've saved my family thousands of dollars a year, but you're gonna go and buy some other brand product. Hello? throw me some love over here. If I've helped you in any way, check out my products, and if you have any questions about my products, please feel free to ask. And that's pretty much it. So I want you to really understand that when it comes to using this sea salt spray or just other sea salt sprays, make sure that you're using it the right way and understand that each one is different. And that's really gonna help you understand what's gonna be best for your hair. So once again, if you have any questions about how to use it or my product, whatever, you can leave me a comment, you can DM me, follow me on Instagram, and you can also buy it right here in the store. Just click view products, you can actually buy it right here. And I really would appreciate the support. It's made in the USA. This is a customized formula. It's not a private label product. This is 100% authentic, and I'm very passionate about this. It's my #1 bestseller. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon.